Asteroids, celestial objects that orbit within the inner solar system, may seem rare because you don't encounter them every day. The reality, however, is quite the opposite. You see, around 17,000 of these asteroids visit us every year. You've probably seen them at least once in your life, like a shooting star that leaves a bright trail as it passes through Earth's atmosphere. However, if these asteroids reach the ground, the consequences could be catastrophic. Fortunately, most of them explode 30 to 50 miles above the surface. Their mass is too small to withstand the journey to the end, so they usually remain harmless to us. But if they do reach Earth, do you know what level of destruction these asteroids can cause? What are some of the most dangerous asteroids known to mankind, and when can we expect another one to hit us? It's important not to underestimate the potential danger these asteroids pose. Thousands of objects orbit very closely to the Earth. They are known as near-Earth objects. These objects, including asteroids and comets, orbit around the Sun and place them too close to the Earth. But when we use the word close, how close does it mean? Many of us mistakenly believe that when an astronomer or scientist explains a certain object's passing close to Earth, it means that it will collide with our planet. When a scientist or astronomer says close, it means that it will pass by a few meters, which means that the object will pass by our planet with a distance of less than 1.3 astronomical units. To give you an idea, 1 astronomical unit equals 150 million kilometers, or 93 million miles. When they say it will pass close, they mean it will pass more or less the distance from Earth to the Sun. The total number of registered NEOs in our records is 30,000. But how catastrophic would an asteroid collision be? Well, to give you an idea, an explosion caused by an impact of a celestial body with a diameter of 10 meters would be similar to the bombing of Hiroshima. An asteroid of this size hitting the Earth possesses the power of wiping a little off the face of Earth. If we increase that size from 10 to 50 meters, this asteroid could turn a whole city into dust. If an asteroid this big were to fall into the ocean, things wouldn't be pleasant either. It would cause a tsunami, reaching up to 10 meters, destroying everything coming in its way. While talking about asteroid size, let's talk about an asteroid dubbed 2008 DC-3, which burned above Sudan in 2008. This asteroid was spotted about 20 hours before it would have collided with Earth. It had the size anywhere from 2 to 5 meters, but thankfully it burned before making contact with Earth, and nobody was hurt. Now, there is a thing called the Palermo scale. It's a generalized scale that indicates the potential risk of impact posed by a celestial body. This scale considers factors such as the body's kinetic energy and the probability of it colliding with Earth. The higher the value, the greater the threat to our planet. If a celestial body's Palermo scale value is below -2, it is essentially safe. Asteroids with values between -2 and 0 don't present an immediate threat, but need continuous monitoring. For objects with a value above 0, there is a realistic danger to Earth. There are 2 asteroids known as Bennu 1999 RQ-36 and 1950 DA. Both of these asteroids are situated in the yellow zone of the Palermo scale, signifying that they have a Palermo scale value between -2 and 0. This places them in a category where they could potentially pose a threat to us, although the risk is very small. However, there is one asteroid that is the biggest risk on this topic right now. This is the Apophis, the asteroid that could hit Earth in the year 2029. This asteroid has a Palermo scale value of 1.10. So you can imagine the level of threat this asteroid possesses. When Apophis was discovered, all calculations led to the conclusion that it could collide with Earth. Everything started at Jupiter. Well, in July 1994, comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 collided with Jupiter. It was the first time that astronomers and scientists could directly witness a space object's impact on a planet in real time. The impact of Shoemaker-Levy 9 marked an unprecedented astronomical event that significantly impacted both science and public awareness of the study of near-Earth objects, NEOs. On impact, the Shoemaker-Levy 9 broke into multiple fragments in 1992 because of the tidal forces of Jupiter's gravitational field during a close pass by the planet. 2 years later, These fragments developed into a series of cometary nuclei that were on a collision course with Jupiter, resulting in a catastrophic impact in July 1994. This historic collision led to substantial changes on Jupiter over several weeks. It even reportedly altered the planet's color. This event marked the first time that humanity observed firsthand the devastating effects of meteorite impacts on a planet. But what does it all have to do with Apophis? Before it happened, scientists and astronomers believed that something like this only happened every few million years. However, this particular event changed everything. It led to great concern in the world, which led to funding of large projects to discover all objects that could pose a threat to our planet. After this collision occurred, NASA and other organizations intensified their focus on establishing near-Earth object observing programs and set ambitious objectives to identify and track the majority of NEOs in the solar system. And this led to the historic discovery of Apophis. The Kitt Peak National Observatory is located in the Arizona desert in the USA, at 2,096 meters above sea level. It was the observatory that discovered Apophis. You see, on June the 19th, 2004, researchers Roy A. Tucker, David J. Thurlan, and Fabrizio Bernardi were performing a routine observation session when they detected a small bright spot in the telescope images. This wasn't something new. They had previously discovered many asteroids using this same technique. However, when they ran the orbital calculation to estimate its trajectory, they were left shocked. You see, with a diameter of 300 meters, this object's orbit hinted that it would collide with the Earth on April the 13th, 2029. While this asteroid wasn't as big as the one that killed the dinosaurs, it was big enough to wipe out an entire continent from Earth's face. So, the scientists started their work by trying to disprove their discovery, because they couldn't believe what they found. However, they couldn't observe it in time completely and then 2 days later, lost sight of it. This object was given the name Apophis, meaning the god of destruction. It was given this name because the scientists who discovered it were fans of the TV series Stargate SG-1, in which one of the main villains is an alien called Apophis, who takes the name of the Egyptian god and whose main objective is to destroy the land. On December the 18th of the same year, astronomer Gordon Garrett caught Apophis again on the telescope at the Observatory of Australia, and sometime later, various telescopes around the world did as well. Since its discovery, Apophis has been observed by various telescopes around the world, and countless calculations have been made on it. Many orbital calculation systems developed by hundreds of scientists indicate that the upcoming closest approach is expected on April the 13th, 2029. Experts anticipate that if Apophis were to collide with Earth, it would likely do so in an expansive area stretching from the Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia to the region of Venezuela. The probability of impact has also been calculated in addition to it. And to the surprise of astronomers, new observations from telescopes worldwide heightened the impact probability instead of reducing it, reaching as high as 2.7%, 1 in 37. However, on December the 27th, 2004, Apophis was identified in images before the discovery date, allowing for the refinement of its orbit calculation. This adjustment ruled out any chance of a collision by 2029. In 2006, some astronomers placed Apophis on a collision course with Earth in 2036, but yet again, new calculations have ruled out any chance of a collision till the year 2068, when the asteroid will pass close to the Earth again. So, as a whole, we can say that Apophis isn't hitting us for more or less than a century. But what if there are more asteroids, carrying even bigger risks to us than Apophis? Well, if there are such dangerous objects somewhere in our solar system, we should hope to find them as soon as possible, so we can have enough time to divert them and save ourselves from destruction. So, what are your views about today's video? Do let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. See you in another video.